We can talk about what to do if you don't have any tools. We can talk about where to start. We can talk about what to do if your magic doesn't look like anybody else's. What to do if your practice doesn't look like anybody else's. Because it won't, honey, it won't. Okay, so this is my first YouTube video. In this video, we're going to talk about 3 things that I think are the most important to think about if you're considering witchcraft, or if you're interested in witchcraft, or a new student of witchcraft. For so many people, I think that it is very difficult to get started practicing in any practical manner because they don't necessarily know where to start. Maybe you decide to start with a religion, maybe you start with Wicca, I don't know, but what if you don't want to? What if you don't believe in any specific deities, or you're not sure if you do? What if you have a religion already and you want to work practice in with your current beliefs? Then I think that this video and this channel will be for those people. So we're going to talk about the 3 things that I think keep people from practicing in the first place. The first thing that keeps people from practicing, actually, so this is summed up pretty much by a quote by one of my closest friends and a fellow practitioner, Gabe1940, her Instagram will be linked. She said, witchcraft is like life. It's messy. Sometimes you just gotta fucking wing it. So I think that that's actually kind of perfect. Life is messy, right? So what do you do with that? Where do you start? Like, what do you start with? Like, what if you don't have the tools that you think that you need? What if you don't know what those tools are? Because everybody's gonna say something different, right? And when you're first starting, sometimes that can be overwhelming. It can be like, this person is saying to cast a circle with salt, and this person's saying to use salt and water, and this person's saying to just use your broom and your wand, and this person is saying, you know, there are a lot of personal touches that go into practicing witchcraft, and it's messy. Sometimes it's really messy. My second point is that we don't really want anyone to see how messy our lives are, right? We don't want anyone to know that we don't know what we're talking about. We don't necessarily want to ask questions because it gets us out of our comfort zone. We're not sure who to ask. We're not sure where to go. And that can be a very confusing, very disconcerting, uncomfortable, confidence-sucking place to be in, especially if you're trying to learn something new. So all of this brings me to my third point. We're switching fingers now, which is that it is so messed up and so messy and so crazy to try and start something new. Like, life is insane, right? And we're so afraid of letting people see it that often we don't even get started in the first place. We're too embarrassed, or we're too intimidated. I mean, look around social media at witchcraft tags. Any of them, paganism tags, witch tag, witchy tag, Wicca tags. Look at those tags and see, like, the beautiful arrangements, altars, spells, tools that people post, and it can be a little bit daunting. On the one hand, you might think, gosh, I want that. And on the other hand, you might be screaming in your head or out loud, whichever, what? I can never have that. How do I do that? That wasn't a scream. It's so scary and it doesn't look real. Friends, it is real. And that's why I'm here. We are going to build a community. Okay, that's what I want. We can talk about what to do if you don't have any tools. We can talk about where to start. We can talk about what to do if your magic doesn't look like anybody else's. What to do if your practice doesn't look like anybody else's. Because it won't, honey. me, it won't. And you know where to go, how to grow, how to take information in and sort out what is going to be useful for you and what's not, and then kick out the rest and just use it to like grow and enrich yourself. I think that that's actually one of the most crucial things that I've learned over the last decade or so of being a practitioner, is learning how to sort through all of the information. A lot of it very useful. Some of it just didn't apply to me, and all of that stuff won't be the same for you. Something that I find incredibly just something that just resonates with me just might not do the trick for you. So so my first few videos are going to focus around what some might consider really basic things that maybe don't need to be covered. Things like how to do magic without any tools. Where do you get the power from? What is it? What does it feel like? How to charge candles, how to use candles in spell work, how to cast a circle, how to use a circle in spell work, when to cast a circle, and we're also going to talk about divination and like tarot, the Futhark runes, and probably a lot of other things I can't think of to list right now. So this is where you come in. Not only is this for you, it's about you. I mean, it's about me too, because I want to talk to you. I want to learn about you. I want a connection. So we're gonna help each other, okay? Ask me whatever you wanna ask me about practicing non-denominational witchcraft. I don't know what else to call it, I'm sorry. If that look on my face looked really disrespectful. The reason I call it that is because I don't belong to a specific religion or religious cult, or religious coven or group. So I take information that I find is useful from whatever source it comes from and apply it. So that's what we're dealing with here. There are going to be things I don't have the answers to, but I want to work through those things with you, and I think that it's important to do your research. I think it's important for me to do my research. So yeah, that's basically it. Please ask me in the comments down below or on my Instagram. I'm going to link my Instagram at the end of this video and also in the description box down below. There are also some really great resources here on YouTube. Some amazing YouTubers who are practicing and have a range of beliefs and practical advice. So I'm gonna link a few of those people down below as well. You should definitely check out their channels. All of that was to say, there is hope. There is a reason that you are interested in practicing, and it is worth starting. And we were gonna figure this out. Don't worry. I believe that there is a reason that you're here, and I believe that there is a reason that I'm here. So let's do this thing. Let's get in the dirt with it a little bit. Thank you for hanging in there for all of that. High five. Yes. Okay, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, or you can do one of these too. The only thing that I don't really want to deal with on this channel is hateful comments and blatant bigotry, things like that. Any kind of bigotry, wow. We should all be able to have respectful conversations and talk about all of our different points of view, and I'm really looking forward to that. So thank you, and I will see you soon. Bye. Oh my god, thank you for watching. You are basically my hero because you're still here. So that's all.